Hi guys, welcome back to VenterAdventurers. On this week, I'm giving you a bit of a chat and a bit of a prep. So, next weekend, we didn't really do anything for our 25 subscriber special, so next weekend I'm doing an adventure up a mountain in Wales. I'm not going to tell you which one. Don't pay attention to these maps, they're just there as an example. Because what we're going to do today is pack a bag, and I'm going to go through what I take on an expedition or a hike. So for today, you'll see all the kit I would take on a day's hike up in a mountain with some people, some friends who don't have as much kit as me. So we're just going to see it's a bit of a mixed kit of a leader slash just a bumble around Brecon Beacons. So what I stress for my kit is I separate into three parts: navigation, weather, or basically surface or water stuff, anything which I need, outer shells and extra kit to keep myself not getting sunburnt, warm, just like the hard shell stuff, external. So that's where this comes in as well. So, and then I have safety. So all the kit in this corner here is my safety kit. Everything here is what I take for safety. Then I have the few extra bits, so I'm going to show you what I'll be wearing, my bag, and my boots. Let's start off with the rucksack. For any of you who's a watcher of the channel, repeat watcher, a subscriber, you'd see this rucksack in my ruck walk. I tend to use my kit, which I use for training, as also my expedition bags, or my hike bags, because I get used to this kit and then it's fine. I don't have to worry about it. So you won't be seeing me pack it today, but you'll be seeing it in the video. Any questions on the pieces of kit, just let me know, or if you've got any ideas, I'd love to hear some ideas. So we've gone in the bag. Let's start with what I'm going to be wearing on the day. I have a pair of scarpers. I can't tell you the exact name. If anyone wants the exact name, I can give them to you. But on Revolution GTX. So the GTX is an update version of the Revolution, or the Revo, because before they didn't have a British sole, so you slip about. So they added a sole from one of their other boots onto it. It's a Vibram sole, really good for walking. I love them. A bit more scrambling because they're a bit tough. They've got a welded sole. I've had these for years and they still don't bend, which is perfect. Going on to my light jacket. Depending on the weather, I won't be wearing this because of layering. It's just basically a light fleece I've had for quite a while. It's gone through the years. It's very lightweight, key, and a top. So you want to start with your base layer, put mid layer on. So for me, that's my mid layer or top layer, depending on the weather, and then that's my top layer, so my outer shell. On that, just any top. I got a spray away, just the top. Then I go on to my trousers. So key for my trousers, usually I don't wear much on my trousers. I get quite hot. So I have a pair of fleece lined Alpine Jack trousers from Rab, because they have the zips on the side, they keep you cool, and they're all around tough use. Got the bottom to stop them rubbing. And then just a pair of walking socks and a pair of regular socks. I always do the double trick. It works for some people, doesn't work for others. Everyone's different though. So we've done what I'm wearing. Let's go into the other clothing I'm taking with me. So again, depending on the weather, this will either be the only jacket I take, because it's my Alpha Direct from Rab, lightweight, warm, perfect. If it's okay weather, this will be the only one I take. But if I think the weather's going to get bad, like wind or anything, I will be taking my Alpine Microlight jacket as a static warmth, just on top of my pack there, just in case someone gets cold, because obviously I'm going with my friends. Don't know what kit they're taking, so having that's quite key. But it'll still come with me, it'll just stay in the car. Moving on to my waterproofs. So we're going to Wales, as you guys know. So what is Wales famed for? It always being wet. So I'm taking top, gaiters and waterproof trousers. You've seen me wear this before in a video, so it was my best jacket, so you know that's coming with me. Moving on to other sun protection, external protection. For any expedition anywhere I go, you know I always take a peshmerga or a hike, sorry, we're going on a hike. But I always take a buff as well. That stays in the pack, this goes around my neck. Wherever I go I have one. Because if you can tell from my beard, I'm ginger. So I always burn very easily. So I tend to always carry one of these to stop my neck turning into a tomato. With that as well, a pair of sunglasses, nothing more than that, a hat. A handy trick for you guys if you go walking on hills. I'm not sure if they come on other jackets, hats. I always get sailing hats for my walking jacket because they come with a clip. So easy, just clip on the back. Wind takes it off, doesn't go anywhere. Really handy, especially on hills, especially when it gets windy, but you want to keep the hat on. Then sun cream. Again, I burn easily, so factor 50 all the way. Key with your sun cream though, make sure once you've opened it you use it within a year or it'll go off. But going on again to last bit of clothing I'm taking with me is two pieces. Hat and gloves. I don't care what time it is, we're technically in summer in Britain, but you never know what the weather's going to do to it, so always take yourself your hat and gloves. And a high vis. In any situation where you need rescuing, take a high vis or any hike. Doesn't matter if it's in the middle of the day, because if you get caught out at night, put this on, put on a casualty, put on the side of your shelter, make sure you can be seen. Right, whilst we're over here we're going to go into the safety kit I'm taking as well. So this is more if you're a group leader, but you can get single man ones. I'm taking about 4 to 5 people with me, maybe 3 depending on who cancels. So I have a 4 to 5 person shelter. It's a bothy, so if the weather hits us bad in the wind, we can put this on, put ourselves in there and keep them warm, and anyone who's has used this before, you'll realise how toasty you get with that, so we'll be fine. Second, you've seen me open it already, my first aid kit. Because I'm going with a group, I'm taking the big one, just in case. Flask. Always take a hot drink, no matter what time of year it is, because if you get cold, you need warming up. Key for anything is a hot drink. Doesn't matter the time of year. Moving on to a few little bits. Head torch. Going in the day again, but we don't know what's going to be like up there, so I don't know what's going to happen. If it hits the fan and I'm stuck, having a head torch is key. Just one source of light, don't need many. These are a bit more personal, but I always take them. Ibuprofen. Remember, ibuprofen, keep it to yourself. If someone wants it, give it to them. Because of some issues I have, personal issues, I carry Imodium and Gaviscon, because you never know. Also, anyone should take Imodium, because you're stuck out in the hills, you need a poo. You don't really want to do a wilderness poop. So, take them, you'll be fine. Not to go into a somber point, but if something was to happen to you on a hill, and you were to say fall unconscious, take a contact card. So on there it says in case of emergency, call the number on the back, and that's my mum's number, because basically when I go up in the hill she will know what area I'm going to, so if there was a problem they'd call search and rescue, or someone finds me they'll call that. Emergency rations, high energy, some biscuits to snack on, just in case something happens, run out of my snacks, I need some bit more energy. Last 3 pieces of kit, bungee cord, always take that, it's always been something I do, I'm not sure really why, but it's just come in handy a few points. Bit of cord, and a Leatherman. Multi-tool, got everything you need on there, just in case. The key is with certain pieces of kit, it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So always take something like a Leatherman. Don't need to go OTT with those massive knives unless you're doing bushcraft, but have a Leatherman with you. Always. Let's move on to bottles. 2 litres of water. I'm going out on the mountain for a day, so I want to have a minimum of 2 litres of water. I'll take purifications with me, but I'm probably not going to need them. So 2 litres of water and my hot drink, I should be fine for the day. Let's move on to nav, and then I'll just show you the last couple bits. If you're walking on something like a national park, so I might not be going here, but as an example I've used Snowdon. The National Park of Snowdon is split up into two parts, obviously Brecon and the Black Mountains. So what you want to do is, if you're walking anywhere and you're kind of not sure where you're going, as I am, if you have it for the both entire park, if you get lost, you're safe. Compass. I'm a bit OCD, so I take the big one and I take the small one. One with a roamer, one with not, just to give myself double. With navigation, especially if you're leading a group like I will be, I always take a waterproof notepad and a pen, or a pencil. A pen at the moment, I'm probably going to take a pencil with me, just because it's wax paper. Make notes. If I'm on my route, I know actually looking ahead, that's going to be a problem later. Write down my grid ref for the car, write down grid ref for points, just to keep yourself tracked. So if you're walking anywhere you're not too sure, once in a while take a grid ref, write it down, so then you can backtrace if you need to. Handy little trick there. Finally, map case. I always take them just in case. I know I've got active maps, so I shouldn't, but why I do that is because I'll still put it in there just to keep hold of the point I need to go to. So it speeds up everything, doesn't make it too hard. Then finally, before I go into a few tips and tricks and safety points, dry bags. This is all going to separate into different dry bags, making it a bit easier for me to help with a lot. So that's an overview of my kit. Some of you guys might say it's a lot. For me, this is a bit of a watered down version, because I know I have an idea where I'm going to go, but I'm keeping it as a surprise for you guys. But you need to take what you're comfortable with and the stuff you just in case. I was a member of the Scout Association, I still am, and their motto is be prepared, and that's a key motto for anything in the outdoors. Best to have it, not need it, than need it, not have it, is the saying of mine, and of most people's. And that comes again to walking. Always be prepared. If you have an idea where you're going, let someone know. Give them a time you're going to leave, time you're going to be back. Give them a time frame. If you're going to go out communication points, have a charged phone. Take a charger with you. So, one of those portable chargers. If you're going somewhere without communication, second you're about to leave it, text the person who's your emergency contact. I'm going out communication. I will come in communication at this time. If you don't hear from me 6 hours from that point, please notify the relevant services. Having a plan is key. People, obviously, we don't swear. We're a family-friendly channel, so we don't swear. But people planning equals people performance. If you're a bit older, a lot of you will know what I'm talking about. So if we don't plan, we don't succeed. So again, with my route, I have my route planned. So what I do is, on a document on my computer, I write down where I'm going, how long I'm going to be. I give a copy to my emergency contact and a copy to me, and then I leave one in my car, because you never know, a rescuer might find your car, and if you're in trouble, it might come in quite handy. Some people do. I don't do it just because of the risk of being getting your car broken into. If you're going somewhere a lot more remote, so like the Cairngorms in the Highlands or even Snowdonia, you might want to leave a card in front of your card. I'm up climbing such and such rock. If my car is still here by tomorrow morning, please notify someone. But usually I wouldn't do that, because that might just make you a target for a robber. The other thing I'll take is I'll have my stove, extra emergency blanket. I always carry one in there, specs, clothes, warm kit and a sleeping bag in the back of my car, because again, we want to be a survivor, not a statistic. So having extra kit is key. But the key is not going overboard. I'm going to pack this all into my ruck, not on camera, and I will be putting in there. If I can't, I will be making decisions, and you'll be let known on the walk if I had to remove anything or I added anything. But the key is with anything, make sure the kit you take is what you know. Don't take kit you don't know how to use, because then it's useless. I have quite a few uses for this. I know already 2 more uses I can use it for, but if you don't have them, don't worry about that. The key is be comfortable. Don't push yourself too far at your limit, and that's what I'm doing with this. The route I'm going to do and where I'm going isn't too hard. I don't plan it to be too hard. I want something to be able to done. Just get myself back into it. First climb of the season. Don't want anything which is going to cause me any issues. So, for any of you guys out there going hiking or climbing, be safe, be sensible. If you've got any kit tips for me, let me know. If you've got any questions, link down below or to our Instagram. I respond to any DMs. I can answer any questions for you guys. So link below to the Instagram, click on that, give us a follow. I'm happy to answer any questions. That's been our video today on my kit. So please like and subscribe the video and keep venting.